Rangers manager Walter Smith had to delay his team lineup because of a flu virus striking at his squad. With skipper Gough out for 3 weeks, Smith has also lost David McPherson. Dale Gordon returns to the side for the first time since the 4-3 defeat by Dundee. And one Ranger who's been at the top of his form recently and quoted for the Scotland squad is the versatile John Brown, who's played mainly in central defence but can also operate at fullback, midfield or even as emergency striker. He's played in every game this season. The referee is Jerry Evans from Bishopbriggs. So McCoist and Hitley get the match underway, the 69th Premier League game between these clubs. Rangers have won 32 of them, United just 14, and 22 of the games have been drawn. So very much a recast Rangers side this afternoon. Rangers in fact have used 22 players this season. Dundee United have had a more settled look about them. But United have lost 2 of the last 4 Premier League games. In fact, they've lost 3 of the last 5 if you count the Skull Cup quarter-final they lost here to Rangers. Rangers are unbeaten in the last 9 games. And they've suffered just 1 reverse this season. That was the 4-3 defeat up the road at Dens Park. And it's Peter Haustra to take it. John Brown has moved well forward. Scott Nisbet's in there as well, so too is Hitley. It's headed away though by Neary, only as far as Ian Ferguson. John Clark got the touch there. Christian Daly in the thick of the action for United. And that was Ferguson's shot right across the face of goal. Goes behind for the goal kick. Alan Main not getting his hand to it. But it was Ferguson getting away from Daly. The ball took a slight attempt. Neary's clearance returned by Brown. Well, the flag had gone up, but referee allowing play to flow. That's with David Neary. Clark. The flag is raised just below us. And the linesman's obviously unhappy about something. The referee going over for a word. Well, a free kick being awarded to Rangers just outside the area. The referee wants the United defensive wall to retreat. Haustra takes it quickly. It's with John Brown. That's an excellent save by Alan Main. Well, John Brown coming so close to his second goal of the season. It was quickly taken there by Haustra. Brown struck it with his left foot, and excellent goalkeeping by Alan Main. And the free kick goes Rangers' way. Teddy van der Hoorn unhappy with the decision. So perhaps a chance for Rangers to do something here. With plenty of big players in the United penalty area. It's taken by Trevor Stephen. Scott Nisbet, oh, another terrific save by Alan Main. His second of the match. That's now from Brown and from Nisbet. Here's Billy McKinlay now for United. Malpass. Put under pressure by Dale Gordon, and he has to concede the throw-in. Charlie McCoist takes quickly to Ian Ferguson. Hitley's calling for it. Ferguson taking on Neary. Good play by Ferguson, and again it's well blocked and goes behind for the corner kick. That was excellent play by Ian Ferguson, who's really on song, and Alan Main again there. Haustra to take it. In comes John Brown. It's nicked away at the last moment there by Maurice Malpass. That was good defending. Now it's Alec Cleland for United, and he's fouled by Dale Gordon. And the ball goes behind for the corner kick to Rangers. John Brown is also moving forward as Haustra takes the kick. Stuart McCall in his right back roll picks this one up. Is it to Ian Ferguson? Forward now for Dale Gordon, but Alec Cleland it was who provided the cover. So John Brown holds off the challenge, plays it to Dale Gordon. That's a good cross. Trevor Stephen scores for Rangers. 15 minutes gone, and Trevor Stephen, who scored the championship winning goal here in 1990, also with a header, he does it again. It's his first goal since returning from Marseille. A terrific downward header. Turned by Robertson. It was O'Neill for United, now it's Christian Daly. And he topples to the ground as he's challenged by Dale Gordon. Free kick to United, and the referee will have a word with the Rangers player. There'll be a word about persistent fouling. He's pointing out one a while ago on the other side of the park, the referee. So it's McInally with the free kick. It's aimed at Christian Daly, headed away by Brown. There's Robertson, almost caught in possession there. Ali McCoist. And the referee is calling over John Clark after that challenge. Well, things getting slightly heated, and the referee might shortly have to go for a yellow card, but as McCoy's tried to shield the ball, he was taken from behind by the big United centre-back. Trevor Stephen, well, he certainly looks very much in the mood this afternoon, but I've no sooner said that than a complete miskick, but he's made a marvellous start to the game apart from his goal. Nice little touch there by Dale Gordon to Ian Ferguson. That's a good cross, Haitley's in there, Houstra! Peter Houstra makes it 2-0 to Rangers. 21 minutes gone. Superb play again by Rangers. And Peter Houstra gets his third goal of the season. Look at Ian Ferguson here taking on Billy McKinlay, putting in an excellent cross. It was a downward header from Mark Haitley. Now it's Houstra with his left foot to give Alan Bain no chance whatsoever. Dundee United 0, Rangers 2. Paddy Connolly. Connolly's got 6 goals this season. He'll want to add to that this afternoon. He'll want to get United back into this game, but not with that kind of ball. But it's given away by McCall. That's Johnson's shot. A fine effort by Grant Johnson that Dundee got him scrambling across his line. This is McInally. McKinlay. Nice little touch here by Connolly, and the shot going in from Christian Daly. Well, that was better play by United. Paul Sturrock was out screaming at them there to get the ball into the Rangers penalty area. Lovely little touch by Connolly, and then the first time shot by Christian Daly. Van der Hoorn. Cleland. Dundee United have to settle for the throw-in. They really must get something back soon. The minute's ticking away towards half-time. Van der Hoorn's cross. Well, Johnson got his head to the ball, but no direction, and it goes behind for the goal kick to Rangers. But it was Freddie Van der Hoorn who fired in the cross, and it came off the head of Grant Johnson. Null passes in there, sweeps it away from the immediate danger area. So United manager Jim McLean and Paul Sturrock will have plenty to say to their team at half-time. It's not been a good first half at all by United. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Rangers can be well pleased with their first half efforts. Trevor Stephen it was after 15 minutes with a downward header after Gordon had provided the cross, and then in 21 minutes Haitley and Ferguson combined, and there was Houstra to finish it all off. The half-time score here at Tannadice: Dundee United 0, Rangers 2. So United restart the match, and what's been a disappointing game for them so far. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Last season, Rangers took 5 out of the 8 points, with Ali McCoist being a particular scourge, scoring on 5 occasions. Just got away from Haitley there. Houstra hoisting a high one into the air. McCoist getting a little touch, swept away by McKinlay. It's Christian Daly. And a rash challenge there by Robertson on Cleland. The referee calling over the Rangers player for a word of warning, just telling him to calm it down. He was too high. Well, he's very fortunate to get away with a word of warning there, because it was rash. There's McCall now to Rangers rescue. Breaks out to Paddy Connolly. He loses out now to Ian Ferguson. Good play by Ferguson. That's Trevor Stephen. And he's taken out of the play by Cleland. Well, you've got to say Cleland's unfortunate here. Cleland was just in the end of a very high challenge by David Robertson. He in turn challenges Trevor Stephen, and he's been called over to be booked, and you've got to put that down to inconsistency on the part of the referee. So the yellow card shown to Alec Cleland. That's through now to Paddy Connolly. The chance on here. Well, excellent running by Connolly. Good play by United. Johnson sending the ball in behind Nisbet, and the first time shot from Paddy Connolly. It's McCoist in ahead of Malpass. Now it's Haitley. Van der Hoorn for United. McKinley, Van der Hoorn again. Long ball for Christian Daly to chase. Connolly's in there too. Cleland coming forward in support. Good play by Connolly. Cleland's cross. The shot going in there from John O'Neill. That wasn't far away. Well, United urged on by a big home support, starting to tumbling together. It was left there to John O'Neill. He stepped inside Stuart McCall and let fly. But it's John Brown now playing the ball through to Ali McCoist. A 1-against-1 situation. It's McCoist against Malpass. United players racing back. McCoist steps away from the United skipper. And it was Billy McKinlay sending the ball behind as Mark Haitley come through at the far post. McAnally looking for Connolly. It's cleared though by Robertson. McAnally again for United. Cleland, McAnally. Clearance from Robertson. It's McCoist. Dale Gordon's going in a terrific run through the middle. So McCoist decides to go it alone. Gets away from Malpass. Well, that would have been a marvellous goal. It turned out to be a terrific save by Alan Main. But McCoist getting away from Malpass. And despite the fact Dale Gordon was going through the middle, McCoist saw the chance. And that was a terrific save by Alan Main. Nice little switch of pace here by Gordon. A good cross. Haitley's in there. It breaks to Houstra. It's Peter Houstra, and again it's Alan Main to United's rescue. Now Peter Houstra almost getting his second goal of the afternoon. It was excellent play by Dale Gordon. It almost found Haitley. It broke through to Houstra, and there was Alan Main to push the ball behind for the corner. So it's Houstra himself to take it. Haitley gets in the free header. Straight at the goalkeeper, but again you've got to ask questions of the Dundee United defence. I mean, Haitley had a lot of room there. John O'Neill, McKinley to McAnally. Nicely laid off by O'Neill. McKinley again, back to O'Neill it goes. Well, surely that's a booking this time for David Robertson. Well, he's getting away with it again. He quite clearly took the player out of the game. And again he survives. This is Johnson. McCall watching him all the way. Gets the touch. Again, nice play by Ian Ferguson. A long ball played for Haitley to chase. And he's pulled to the ground by McAnally. Well, McAnally is in trouble here. There was certainly a bit of jousting going on between the two players. Haitley seemed to be getting the better of the United defender, and then he just pulled him to the ground. So McAnally called over by the referee. That was more akin to Murrayfield than Tannadice. And now it's a free kick to Rangers, taken quickly by Trevor Stephen. Nisbet's there, but the ball goes behind for the goal kick. John Brown wins it against Christian Daly. Returned by Johnson. The offside flag has gone up. So a frustrating afternoon for Christian Daly so far. Time running away from Dundee United. Just over midway through the second half, still Rangers have their 2-goal cushion. And here they come again through Trevor Stephen. To Dale Gordon, trying to get away from Van der Hoorn. It was good play again by Dale Gordon. He put McAnally under pressure. Here's Trevor Stephen. Dale Gordon to Ian Ferguson. He's blocked though by Van der Hoorn. Through to McCoist, who's onside. Well blocked by Alan Main. It's McCoist again. Ali McCoist for Rangers. 70 minutes gone. And Ali McCoist does it again. He gets his 17th goal of the season. And the Rangers captain for the afternoon celebrates. There was some excellent work by Dale Gordon initially to regain possession for Rangers. Alan Main then saved well from McCoist. But it was McCoist again. And despite the fact Main got an arm to the ball and 2 defenders on the goal line, McCoist strikes once more for Rangers. Walter Smith, who spent so long here at Tannadice, is delighted with the scoreline. Up she knocks his assistant there alongside him. What a formidable management team they've proved to be. Switch of play to Stuart McCall. Trevor Stephen going in the overlap. The early cross aimed at McCoist. Here's Houstra. And the ball goes in off Freddie Van der Hoorn. Peter Houstra gets number 4 for Rangers. 75 minutes gone. Dundee United 0, Rangers 4. Well, it was Trevor Stephen who provided the cross. It actually came off Freddie Van der Hoorn, and then Houstra's shot was deflected by the defender into the back of the net. Houstra will claim that one. Dundee United 0, Rangers 4, and it's an absolute rout. Cleared by Robertson. Now it's Houstra. And there goes the final whistle on what's overwhelming victory for Rangers here at Tannadice. They led 2-0 at half-time. Then after 70 minutes, some superb play by Ali McCoist, persistent play, as at the second attempt he got the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0. And then after 75 minutes, Peter Houstra scored Rangers 4 on his own second, a deflected shot of Freddie Van der Hoorn. The final score here at Tannadice, Dundee United 0, Rangers 4. Now, the fact that you had the likes of your captain missing today, David McPherson was out, there was no place for Mikhail Lichenko. The battle is really on for places. How confident do you feel of holding on to your own?
I just take each game at a time, Jerry, and if I'm doing well, then I'll...
They had a very good second half against Aberdeen a few weeks ago, but over the piece there, they went for the jugular right from the start and scored some great goals. First goal for Trevor Stephen since he returned from Marseille. A virtuoso performance. Made a great first touch from him. He was hitting passes that very few players can see, and he managed a bit of defending.
Yeah, I think probably the midfield area was the most impressive for me yesterday watching him. You know, Trevor Stephen, you think of players like Dale Gordon who came in yesterday and had a smashing game as well. And it really is, when you think of the players that weren't involved for Rangers, just, you know, Gary Stevens, Mikhail Lichenko, McPherson, Goff, and now bad news for other teams with Trevor Stephen looking probably as fit as he has done since he came back. He's just had 1 or 2 injury problems.
He's making a big difference since the return from Marseille, hasn't he?
Well, he is now, because he's a lot fitter and a lot stronger. I mean, this is a terrific little bit of play that puts Peter Houstra through, and as I said, that the football was exceptional at times yesterday.
Jay spoke to Ian Ferguson, Gordon. What did you think of his performance?
Well, that's the third time in a week we've watched Rangers, and Ian Ferguson in particular. We highlighted him last Saturday against Hearts when I thought he did a very good game. I thought, for me, he was man of the match in the Skull Cup semi-final against St Johnstone midweek, although obviously Ali McCoist grabbed the headlines. And yesterday, for me, the best of the 3. I thought he was outstanding yesterday. just very confident, and it's important that he's fit for Wednesday. Went off with a little strain yesterday, and a standing ovation for the Rangers fans as well, which must have been sweet music for him. But it's important to get him fit for what I think will be a tricky little European time midweek.
He certainly was on song. I mean, he's
nice little
come a
feint
long
there
way,
as well,
Jerry.
you know, and that's all about confidence too. And the ability, as Gordon pointed out last week as well, the ability to hit long passes there. But it wasn't just about good individuals, was it? It was good teamwork, and Rangers did indulge in a passing game, and I mean, stringing 6, 7, 8 passes together at times.
Yeah, well, I think obviously there's a temptation when Mark Hateley's playing to maybe knock in a lot of high balls, but that never happened yesterday. They were just knocking the ball about. I mean, really reminiscent of the Liverpool side a couple of years ago. That I mean, every single move seemed to finish in a shot or a cross.
I mean, Dale Gordon there, what a game he had. I mean, if he's in the shop window, he certainly put a few quid on himself yesterday on his value. And anyone watching that performance, playing maybe in a slightly different role than usual, but of course Stuart McCall, he fitted in at right back, and here's the irresistible man himself.
Well, actually, the two strikers yesterday played terrific as well. Mark Hateley thought he had a great game, and Ali, another goal.
A tremendous ball from John Brown there out of defence to Ali McCoist. What about his overall performance?
Yeah, he's having a great season. I've had a go at John Brown in the past when the red mist descend. And you know, when John concentrates on the football, as he's been doing of late, the likes of Ian Ferguson as well, when they concentrate on the football, they don't have to prove they're dyed-in-the-wool Rangers men. I think we've all got the message now. And John Brown used the ball well. Sometimes he's criticised for that. But what a terrific servant he's been to Rangers. And the fact he's been mentioned possibly for a Scotland place in emergency. You've got to remember Brian Irvine get a cap, Doug Rugby get a cap, you know, in emergency situations. So why not this fella as well, wholehearted?
Have to have some sympathy for poor old Alan Main and the Dundee United goal, Gordon. To say the least, he had a busy afternoon.
Well, as I said, every attack seemed to finish with a shot at goal or a cross, and just as well he was on his toes, because certainly
there's a mistake here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mix-up between the linesman and the referee here. The linesman nearly got punished, and really through no fault of Alan Main. But just as well, he was in good form, because, as I said, the defenders in front of him had a bad day. I mean, they were all over the place. I mean, this one here, good save, but Scott Nisbet should have scored there. And one or two couple of the goals that beat him, little deflections, a little good save for Ali McCoist there.
Yeah, it was unfair he had to lose 4 goals, but he certainly stopped United, I think, from getting a real hiding there.
Yeah, they were swamped.
Jerry, it's virtually been all about Rangers. What can you say, if anything, about Dundee United? What's ahead for them?
Well, I mean, Bowman and McInally were on the bench yesterday. Now, maybe they've got little niggling strains. They certainly haven't been playing regularly this season. But it was, as I said in commentary, men against boys for a long stage of the game. United have a lot of promising youngsters. But, you know, you can't play them all at the one time. They've got to get some more experience into that team. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Jerry Gordon, thanks. And we'll take a break there, coming up in a couple of minutes.
Sharing second place. At the bottom, Falkirk's win over Motherwell has seen them move off the foot of the table.